Good evening, chat. Oof. Interesting start to a video because usually I'm inebriated the other way, being high, but now I'm inebriated the long way. If you know, you know. And while geeked, which is my normal aspect, I'm very careful and cautious about the words that come out of my mouth and onto the internet. But right now it's the opposite. So I need to be like somewhat careful that I say, but I like don't know what's gonna come out. But damn, bro. Oh, why did I say that like that? I've never said that like that. That was corny. My fault. But no, but it kind of it's like a valid reaction. It's the New Year's 2025, and it started off pretty dog shit. Pretty dog shit, man. First of all, we already did the Christmas video. Mediocre Christmas. But that was just because I'm ungrateful and selfish, we know that. But, the start to this year, though, my dog died. And I don't mean like dog as in like friend. My friends aren't getting shot. I'm not a thug like that. But, no, I mean like my dog died. And this was the first dog I've had. I've had it since I was like her. It's not a it. I've had her since I was like. It's crazy to think about. I've had her since I was around like 10 years old. I'm 18 now, bruh. This shit saw me go through puberty and all that. And now it's just gone. Like, oh, that's just like, it was a hard adjustment to deal with that. And like a big part about like why that shit just feels so ass to me is because like, I mean like the dog saw me kind of like go into the yard arc. Like I was deep into the yard at home. At home I was deep into the arc, yeah. And my parents, like I wouldn't try to like conversate with them on the art, obviously, because then that would make it obvious. But like, so there were times that they didn't know I was on the art while I was at home, while I was definitely on the art. And the annoying part about that was that nobody in the house noticed. I wouldn't talk to them, but every single time, my fucking dog knew. I could see it in her eyes every time. And the worst part about it is every time I would see her, it wasn't like a look of like, well, I don't know why they would think this is a dog. I don't know what it thinks about. But I mean, like, it wasn't like a look of like, oh, it's high. I mean, my owner's high or whatever. Let me go like up to him and let me like let him pet me or whatever because he's high. Like, because when I get high, I do like petting dogs and shit. But I mean, like, it would just look at me. She would just look at me with this look of like disgust almost, like disappointment. And it hurt every time. Like, she knew every time. I could tell. It was the same look every time. And she was like disgusted with me. And it hurt. It really hurt. And it's not like disgusted as in like just the way she was looking at me. I would walk up to her because I was geeked and like try to pet her. And she like almost wouldn't look at me when I would get close. Like she would know and just be like, the hell are you doing? And that hurt, bruh. Because I mean, like, that was one of the things that made me realize maybe this shit is not good. Maybe this shit not good for me type. But I mean, that hurt. And now she's gone. So the last thing she gets to remember about me is I was a geeked loser. And that hurt hella, bro. Like, she didn't get to see me improve on myself or nothing. I've been yart free since I posted my last video. And honestly, I mean, it's made me a much more productive person. Tonight is because of different reasons. But yeah, I mean, like, being off the yard, I don't know, I feel better, most definitely. I don't really have the urge to do it anymore. It's been such a long time since my last video. Like, I mean, like, most of the withdrawals are already gone. I'm able to sleep somewhat normally. I stay up just because I stay up playing the game, but that's about it. I mean, like, yeah. Right now, it's like when I am offered it, because it's still around me. I just don't own one anymore. But, like, when I'm offered it, I still kind of, like, see it as, like, a kind of, like, I don't know. Because, like, it just really shuts me down. That was, I mean, like, the big standpoint. I mean, I've mentioned this already in, like, multiple videos, but it's, like, it was really just making me antisocial and a bitch, bro. I'm not trying to be no bitch. I'm only 18. I can't be a bitch yet. I can be a bitch in retirement because then I'll have, like, money and wifey and maybe kids and shit. So I can be a bitch then because I have, like, confirmed socialization throughout my life with my kids and my wife. But right now, I can't afford that shit. The fuck? Right now, I'm literally in jeopardy of not finding a wife because I'm just, like, unbaggable, bro. I'm just so, like, oh, God. I don't know if being off the art has affected my ego, but I think it definitely has, bro. Because, like, being on the art, it was, like, I don't need I don't need a partner type. I have the art. I don't need people to, like, find me attractive or stuff like that. So I really was, like, letting myself go while still having this stupid, like, idea in my head that I'm, like, I'm alright. I'm still decent. Like, oh, the right one will come and find me or whatever. The truth is, now that I'm off that shit, nobody's coming to save my ass. The fuck? The fuck? Look at me, bro. Look at the frame I'm in this camera. I'm a short motherfucker. Nobody's coming to save my ass. Nobody wants my ass. And, like, being off the art made me recognize that, and that's good. Because, oh, damn, bro. Part 2. Like, so part 1 of shitty start to the year, dog death. Part 2, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. No names, obviously, but I mean, like, I don't know how to refer to this person appropriately. I want to say fine shit, but I don't know if that's disrespectful or not. But she is fine shit. We'll just say she, but she's fine shit. Just know that. But I mean, we had. I just knew her previously before I went off to college, and I was under the impression that we were both attracted to each other a little bit, if anything. And then come back from college for winter break. It's a long time. New Year's Eve. Oof. New Year's just gives me that different type of mentality, bro. Because I was drunk as hell then, too. I was just like, New Year, new us type. That's not what I said, but I mean, like, that's along the lines. And to my surprise, I was kind of surprised because I mean, like, I hadn't really like conversated with her in a minute. She somewhat reciprocated. Like, she was like talking back. I don't know if that's reciprocating what I wanted, but I mean, like, I'm very susceptible to what goes on inside my head, and in my head, I was like, oh, winnable. But yeah, so the reason this is part two of why this is a shitty start to the year is because she was reciprocating. She was reciprocating for a minute, and up until the point where something was actually supposed to happen, and then she just cut from the John, cut from it, and oh my gosh, like just think about it like this: you have some shit planned for like 4 days in advance. You're waiting for it all week, and then nothing comes of it. So it's just like, and it's like she made half the plans too. Like I threw out an idea and she built upon the motherfucker. She built upon my idea. I was like, oh, she actually does want to like see each other again type. But no, she doesn't. Cause yeah, I'm an idiot, bro. It's like in my head I wasn't thinking, bro. Of course she's bad, bro. Of course she has options. Of course she has options. She's gonna have multiple people, multiple angles to choose from. And obviously, like I cannot put myself at the top of those angles, bro. I'm maybe mid tier, low tier. So yeah, I'm pretty positive from outside sources that she had found another link, which she had then acted upon, which she had then probably chosen after that link that, oh, this is the better link, I'm gonna stick with this link, leaving me in the dust. Which, I mean, then again, I would be completely fine with if she was honest about that too, but she's like, it could be my overthinking, so I'm not gonna say she being honest about it or not. But, oh god, bro, like even honesty aside, bro, it's just like edging some shit for 5 days and then just cutting it last minute, bro. That's just real annoying, bro. Like, ugh. And so that, well, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm inebriated right now, just because I want to fucking get out of my headspace that I'm in, which is not a good mentality, and it's not a good outlet for my emotions and type shit like that. But I mean, I do it anyway because, I don't know, type. But yeah, so the two reasons why it's a shitty start to the year. But I mean, a good perspective for my mother I got, I guess, was like, she doesn't know about the other part, but I mean, like, she obviously knows about the dog part because, excuse me, she loved the dog very much like me. And her take on it is like, the year can only get better from here. And obviously, I mean, like, yeah, that's true. Mine hasn't yet, obviously, because of part two. But maybe it'll go better. Very hopeful for, I mean, being off the art, I've found like more passion to improve myself at least. Like I'm about to go back to collage, and the whole goal while being back at collage is to improve myself. Cause I mean, while the art was a pretty detrimental, abusive relationship I had, it really opened my eyes about how stagnant I was. It really made me stagnant, and because of how much I abused it. And so through that like stagnance and now being out of it, like I've realized how much time I've wasted, and that's kind of like really motivated me to take advantage of all the time I have this semester. Cause damn, bro, I'm already grown pretty much. I'm already grown. 18, bro. That's a legal adult, twin. I'm already a legal adult. And what the fuck have I done with my life? Not gotten any girls, and not gotten any good at any sports recently, and not gotten a fucking job. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to step up on this new semester and this like year in total. Like goals for the year, bro. Uh, well, I mean, like, what was it? I've always been in the gym, like even when I was on the art, but like that shit was making me stagnant too, cause like being off the yard in the gym, bro, I'm telling you, I was hitting the John. I said this in the last video, probably, like prerequisite, talking about how I was going into a leg day the next day. No, I did not film a video, but I wanted to after that day. But like that was one of the worst experiences ever. That's the first time in like maybe a year I've had to cut a workout short because I was so out of it, bro. Like I couldn't finish my leg day. I got through my hamstring curls like halfway through my squats and then halfway through my Bulgarian splits, and I couldn't, bro. I was sweating profusely. Like I don't sweat that much when I like obviously going to the gym and sweating is like normal, but this was like way more than usual. And then so I was feeling uncomfortable as shit. And then at the same time, like the whole workout, I just felt like I was gonna fucking throw up the whole time. It was terrible. It was unbearable. Like unbearable as in like maybe like if I had like a maybe if I was in my like I go to this one gym in an area I'm not gonna mention just because I don't like leaking shit, but like nobody's there, so like I can take as much time on like machines as I want. But here in the normal abode, it's a pretty busy gym, and so I felt like an asshole too. Like I felt like an asshole just being bent over on these machines, like just out of breath. Like I'm just wasting people's time at that point. Cause I was sitting at machines for like 2.5 minutes, just like, oh, this feeling of throwing up is not going away. And so I would like just be so scared to do another set in case I was just gonna like in the middle of a set. Cause that's dead as what it felt like. It was really bad. Like most athletic I've ever felt. Most unathletic I've ever felt in my life. But I mean, but it was a wake up call, bro. Cause I mean, after that shit, I felt like a loser, bro. And so I've been going consistently ever since that day, and I think by now I'm kind of getting back into the normal groove. I feel like I've sweated it out. I'm not sweating profusely anymore. I don't really feel nauseous as much. I hit another leg day 2 days ago, finished that one completely, even hit my drop sets and shit like that. And I was like, I mean, it was like an average like day where I was still feeling like a little bit nauseous, but it really wasn't as bad. It was definitely not as bad as that day. But yeah, so I'm getting back on track with that. And back from that, like, little segment rant, the goal for the year definitely is to at least hit 225 on bench, bro. Because that was that as my goal last year, but I was just off the yard the whole year. So I mean, like, if you don't know too, like the yard literally like doubles your metabolism. So gaining weight on the John is not very optimal, especially for me because I already have high metabolism. So that shit pretty much just made me like yeah, like I understand it makes you hungry, and that's true. I was like, I guess eating more, but I mean, it didn't change anything. That ass, I didn't gain any weight, even though I was eating so much more. It's definitely because of that metabolism bullshit. But yeah, so now I'm focusing on like eating more without the art, which is harder, because it's like I have to like I'm forcing myself to eat more than instead of just hitting the yard and being more hungry. Excuse me again. But yeah, I definitely think I can hit 225. Probably like even before close to the end of the year. I should be able to hit that by the end of this summer or something, or towards the middle of the summer. Cause I never tried it before too. Like that's crazy. I literally made it a goal last year to try to hit 225. I didn't even try that shit, dude. But yeah, I think I'll get it middle of this year because I recently went to I have been going to the gym with a friend a couple of days during the winter break. Shout out to friends. Winter break with the friends was very fun. They made it pretty bearable, considering I lost a dog and got edged for 5 days. But yeah, I went to the gym with them and I tried that shit for the first time. And like, I mean, with metal plates too, I got that shit kind of close. It was like to that point, if you know, you know. Like when it came down not too terribly. It wasn't like, it was more of like, and then when I was coming back up with it with the, it just got like stuck at that middle point. That middle point where it's like, maybe if I had bounced it, I maybe could have done it, but I had like done a controlled rep, so it came down using a lot of my strength, and then I had got it up to that middle point where it's not like that close to my chest where I'm holding it up pretty much, but it's not going up. It's not going up. I knew that. So it was one of those ones where I was like, and then I was like, yeah, I need help. Type. So, advice on that, probably just like, I'll probably just do like static holds or some shit like that, and that will probably help. But yeah, besides that goal, this year at Collage, gonna be much more social. Probably actually go to some club meetings type, maybe try to make some new friends through that. Also the fraternal shit, make some friends through that, because like those doors are kind of opening right now. I got lucky with that shit. Somebody already reached out to me about that. Appreciate them hella. Gonna try to stick with them. If I get into a fraternal, I mean, like, I understand why that sounds corny as hell, like, oh, you gotta pay for your friends or whatever. But at this point, bro, like, after how first semester went, bro, I do, bro. Like, no shame in saying it, bro. I need to get some type of group, bro. Cause damn, bro, it's just like, I mean, I have friends and shit. I have my roommate, the dorm mates and shit like that. But it's like after freshman year, those relationships, besides with my roommate, we're gonna live together. But I mean, besides with my roommate, like my dorm mate friends, it's like there's nothing too strongly connecting us. Like, I'm gonna try to keep those relationships, obviously, but I mean, like, I don't know how long or how strong those are gonna last type. So a fraternal would just be very useful to kind of just like get some type of group, bro. Cause yeah, it's just hard for me to conversate with randoms. What else? What else? Gym goals, socializing goals, physical. I mean, like other physical goals besides the gym. I would like. I'm very optimistic about like trying to do some type of. Oh well, yeah, getting a job. I mentioned that. Yeah, I would like to get a job either well, it was early into before the school year ends. I want to definitely get my NCAA certification in personal training. I've already taken like a prep class on the like test I gotta take because there's some dumbass standardized test. Like, ooh, what's the rep range needed for a 60-year-old male with back pain? Shit, bro. I mean, like, I can help you build up some back stability and shit like that. Yeah, I got you. I mean, like, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. The NCAA certification is really just to secure myself, like, a job in the summer. Because that's what all, like, orgs are looking at here in Houston. Ooh, leaked. Please don't come kill me. I'm sorry I leaked it. Yeah, and then like, but like, besides job, physical wise, I don't know why, bro, but like, just shit with like, I don't know. I just feel a lot, especially being off the art, because the art makes me like, the art was making me peaceful and happy like 24/7, bro. I would just use it. I would have no problems with nobody. I was good. But now being off of it, bro, like, I mean, like, I guess this might be like withdrawals. Maybe this wears off or some shit, bro. But I'm so pissed off at, like, I don't know, a lot of stuff that I do. It makes me very pissed off. And I don't really have an outlet for that pissed off energy besides the gym. And the gym is just like something I've been doing forever. So it's like, I want something new to like put that outlet of anger into. And so, like, I mean, that's what I like to do, kind of like some type of like sport where I get punched in the face, bro. Bro, I don't know if this sounds weird or not, bro, but I just want to get hit in the face. Like, I want somebody to beat the shit out of me so I can, like, fucking tame this, like, pride and ego that's inside of me. Because I have this insane ego that's just like, oh, if anybody tried to approach me in a fight because I go to the gym all the time, I'll beat their fucking ass. When I know that's not true at all, bro. Anybody with, like, a sliver of training would probably put me in a headlock and kill me instantly. But it's like in my head, I'm like, oh, but I'm jacked though. It's like Bradley Martin. Oh, I'm 260 lean, brother. I get my hands on you, it's over, brother. But I mean, like, I'm not 260 lean. I'm literally victim weight, so I'm asking for it. So, yeah, I probably want to try to do, like, that kind of connects to club shit, though. Like, there's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu club on campus. I'll probably try getting into that more. And then if I do get a job, I've already used my free trial at the like UFC gym that's close by. I'd probably go to that a little bit because they do like actual like training there for like MMA type combat, which I'd be down for. I mean, like, cause like I have a pretty short wingspan, so I don't know how good my striking would be, but I mean, like, I think short wingspan's like optimal for like grappling. You have no grappling, brother. Go to Dagestan 2-3 years. Get grappling, brother. That's what probably I'll try to do. Get my grappling up. Cause like, yeah, if I can just like, if the guy's like 100 pounds heavier than me, it doesn't matter. Cause then if I just like climb on his back like a spider monkey and just like, he can't get out of my deadly like, whatever it's called, like triangle headlock or like arm bar or some shit like that, then he's just cooked, right? So that would be pretty cool. But I mean, like, I wouldn't be using like MMA shit on like just randoms. I'd probably want to try to get pretty good and then maybe do like competition or some shit, just so then I can get beat up more and like learn more, probably like shut my ego down more, learn from it type. Cause like I think that's the main way I need to really learn is just, I don't learn from like watching or like getting taught anything. I just need to get like repeatedly slammed in the face multiple times, and then probably I'll figure out like, oh, this isn't the best way to approach a fight type. But yeah. Damn, this was a long ass ramble. By the way, I don't know if the camera quality is better or worse, but this is on a new little iPad. Yeah. Listen to my ungrateful, selfish ass talking about how my Christmas wasn't good enough. I got a fucking iPad now. Yeah, for free. Guess what? Because, like, something about, like, switching providers for something, they gave us an iPad. And I was like, oh, Mom, I want a Kindle or whatever. And she was like, 'cause, like, after the Christmas shit, I told her about, like, oh, I'm gonna save up and probably get a Kindle. And she was like, we can just give you this iPad because my brothers don't want it and my parents aren't going to use it for anything, so they just give it to me. And I mean, like, hooray. This is another step towards, like, optimizing my life type. I've already started reading new book, No Longer Human by a hard name I can't pronounce. It's not a hard name, but it's just not English, and I'm racist. Not racist, but like yeah, I can't pronounce a lot of stuff that's outside the language barrier type. And I mean, like, this is a pretty good book so far. I was like really looking at it because on TikTok it seemed like it was more relatable, but right now it's like, damn, bro, this guy's pretty depressing. And like, I mean, I guess I'm glad I don't relate to all of this stuff. I mean, like, I would say I see like some similarities in his thinking and mine, but I mean, like, yeah, I'm just glad I was not as like fucked up as this guy, bro. He's really fucked up. But not to say that in like a mean way or like a bad way towards him. I appreciate him because his outlook on life is pretty interesting. It's really interesting. That's kind of the like what I'm getting from the book is like looking into somebody else's like view of life and seeing like, oh, see other people see life as maybe not like the greatest thing ever. Like, yeah, it was kind of cool. In other news, I mean, like, I don't know if I've showed this shit yet. I kind of flex. Look see, bro. Oh, you can't even see it because, oh, shit, look at the way the light shine on the John. This is I did not pay for this, by the way. This was literally, I ordered, funny story. So I ordered pre-workout for no reason. I never used pre-workout. And what ended up coming instead of the pre-workout was actually this watch. It's a decent value, which is pretty funny. Like, it's literally like more than like 10 times more expensive than the pre I ordered. So, I mean, like, maybe it's because of the protest at Amazon. I don't know why Amazon sent me this, but they seem to think it was the pre. They literally sent a confirmation email saying, or confirmation picture saying your pre was ordered and sent a picture of the package. And this was what was in the package. So, I mean, it's sick as fuck. But parentals are very concerned about like me not wearing it in case the owner or whatever goes looking for it and they're able to track it back to our house. Because I mean, yeah, that's a pretty reasonable concern because it's a decently priced watch, and like if anything happened to it, we can't really like cover what the prices for that would be right now. But I mean, it's tough as hell, so I just flexed it. I flexed it on the Snapchat a little bit, but then yeah, it's kind of just staying in the box for now. Can't take it to collage because they don't want anything to happen to it. They said like I was trying to pawn it off pretty early because look at this shit, bro. Like what the hell am I gonna wear this with? This is not just like a casual shit you put on. This is like party stuff, and like I'm not wearing this to no parties I go to. So I was just trying to pawn the John. And so they said they just take care of pawning the John for me because they want to wait a substantial amount of time to make sure nobody's going to come and look for it, which is reasonable. But yeah, I just wanted to flex that John. Thank you for listening to this long ass rant if you did. I have 2 subscribers. I don't know if y'all AI or not. It's all good. That's cool if you are. Fuck with it heavy. Y'all subscribed. That must mean the algorithm's doing something. But then again, I say this in most of my videos. I make these videos for myself just to like, I don't know, maybe one day when I'm retired and old head, maybe when I'm homeless, just look back on these videos and think, damn, man, I had such a good life. Look how selfish I was, type shit. But yeah, thank you for listening, type. I'll see you next time when I have more bullshit to rant about and complain about, because that seems like that's all I do. Oh, quote of the day. Come test my chin, pussy. Type.